Hello! So, we're going to play around with some more contrast paints today, and I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way to do House Goliath from Necromunda. Right, so let's go into the shed and see what we can... Right, so first things first, we've got Nox the Ripper here, and I'm going to cover all of the metal bits on the whole model in lead belcher. You can use any metal paints you like, but go for something ideally, if you've got it, which isn't too shiny. So stay away from mithril silver and bright kind of gleaming colours, and go for something a little bit more industrial if you've got it. Right, so that took me all of 5 seconds, and I've done all the silver bits. So you want to do the weapons, these tip on the armours, these weird things that go into his back that give him steroids, grenades, buckles, the caps on his heels, his collar, the weapons, just everywhere. Look what needs to be metal and paint it metal. God, that sounds stupid. But you can see things like the buckle there we go, on the straps on his boots and on his van braces. So you can see there. So make sure you get everything metal that needs to be metal. That being said, if you go onto any of the areas that you're going to be painting in a base paint, which is just normal paint, doesn't matter, you're going to paint over it anyway. If you go over anywhere that's meant to be a contrast paint, like say the flesh, then just give that a little bit of a touch up. You can see that I've done there on his head, just with a tiny bit of whatever you used as an undercoat. So I sprayed this on grey cere, and I've just got a pot of grey cere here as well, just to help me with any little bits I missed during the course of painting. Right, so time for his trousers, which I'm going to be doing in electric blue. Sorry, enchanted blue, I do apologise, but it looks pretty electric to me. So any shade of blue you like, doesn't matter. McCrag blue, because you've probably got a pot of that kicking around. But what we're looking here for is kind of dirty jeans. Right, so let's get... Right, so you can see here the blue has gone on quite nicely. Now, make sure that you get all of the trousers, because it will just look very, very silly otherwise. So you've got a bit of touching up to do there. But also, just around the back here, you can see with the... on the backs of his shins, make sure that you leave those straps just plain, because we're going to use our good friend snakebite leather for those in just a tickaroo. Right, so I've stuck on a bit of Abaddon black for the bother boots. I've gone for kind of nice solid black boots because I think that's what we want in the Underhive, just boots that you can kick someone's head in with. Right, a little bit went on the shin here, but that doesn't matter, because that bit is going to be furnace armour. So that little bit of black there on the shin really doesn't matter. And I'm going to show you the furnace armour now, because we're going to do some Blood Angels Red. Right, so those are all the red bits done in Blood Angels Red. Again, some spots are going to get in places that they shouldn't, but don't worry, it'll all be alright on the night, it'll be okay. So, just cover all the furnace plate in Blood Angels Red, which is a contrast paint, and it's absolutely superb. It acts as a base, a wash, and a highlight all in one. Is it as good as the traditional method of base, wash, then highlight, and then another wash, and then 87 more highlights? No, of course it's not, but it's a good way to get models on the tabletop. And at the end of the day, I'm actually hoping to play a game at some stage, so it'd be nice to get these done quickly. Right, so we're going to do some more contrast now, because we're going to use Darko Flesh on the flesh. Now this is another reason why I love contrast paint so much. It gets into all the details and it gives a really, really nice skin tone with that. Just missed a couple of bits there. There you go, to use that bit of pooling there just to touch that bicep. Touch up that bicep makes me sound like some sort of seedy man of the gym showers, but hey, what the hell. Anyway, what was I saying? So yes, now, as you can see here, I've massively gone over on the straps, a little bit here on the weapons as well, but this is something really important to understand about contrast paints, is different contrast paints are more dominant than other paints. So things like Skeleton Horde and Darko Flesh are comparatively very light, and things like Snakebite Leather, which I'm going to use now on these straps here, they are very, very dominant and very heavy. So I can just straight away just paint that over the straps and it will be fine, which I'm going to do now. So the leather bits of the model, like the straps on the bracer, the straps on the boot, the straps on his torso. Whoops, forgot to do the straps on his belt there. I'll do that in just a second. That's all done now. And you can see that looks clearly different from the skin. So don't worry at all if the Darko flesh spills over onto the straps. You're just going to cover that with snakebite. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort out that belt there, because that's frankly a little bit embarrassing. And then after I've done that, I think I'm going to do the grenades on the back. So, the grenades are now done. It's just skeleton horde for the handles, because I wanted a different shade of brown. And the grenades themselves, I'm really quite pleased with the look of these, because they look like, well, grenades. Kind of nice metallic green. And I got that with warp lightning over a lead belcher base. Now, if you put a contrast paint over a metal, then you'll get a metallic version of that contrast paint. If you do it over grey or white, then you just get that contrast paint. So if you want a nice way to do grenades, just metal with warp lightning on top. Nice and easy. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we've got basically most things painted. I'm going to do the hair, and we're going to do that with a nice bright colour. Yeah! I changed my mind, we're going to give him orange hair. So what I've done is just stuck some sunburst yellow for his hair, and then when that's dry we're going to stick some Blood Angels red just on his hair to give him really nice bright vibrant orange hair. But the next thing you want to do is cover the whole damn thing in this stuff, which is strong tone. Now you might think, well, it's a bit overdoing it a bit, so take it easy, go at a slower pace if you're comfortable. But I'm going to cover the whole damn thing in strong tone, and we'll see how it looks. So, fingers crossed, you can see that it has picked out the details really rather wonderfully. So strong tone, it's $2.50 a bottle. When you're in the shop, pick some up. If you don't like to mix and match different brands, then Ajax, Earthshade and Nuln Oil, they can use a similar roll, but I'm using this because I really like the nice glossy effect that it gives. You can see it picks out all the details on the weaponry, stops it looking so new. If you don't want your weapons to look grimy, use soft tone, which is like strong tone but a little bit lighter. And what you want to check for at this stage is for pooling, because for example you don't want to have too much all bumped together in one place. And then also make sure that you haven't missed any bits, so take it from the bits that have got too much and put it on the bits that have got too little. Really, it's not rocket science. And then finally I'm going to show you how to make really beautiful bright orange hair. And doesn't he look fabulous? So the hair is just a base of sunburst yellow and then a very watered down Blood Angels red. So what that gives us is you can see that there's a kind of a layered effect in there. So it's not just a flat orange or a flat yellow. You can see that it's got that quite lovely mix. So you get a really, really nice hairdo with that guy. Now he's basically good to go. There's a couple more details that you can add on, like I'm going to put Juggalo makeup on him and I'm going to write his name on the base. But fundamentally, yeah, this guy's tabletop ready and he is good to go. So please do like and favourite, share, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. And next time I've got something quite fun for you, because Jess Townsend has challenged me to do something quite interesting. Right, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.